Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Pigskin Isn't Just for Cooking podcast, part two of week two. This is your Commissioner of the Dish, Adam Bullock, here with Evan Forbes, aka Kissing Cousins. Happy holidays, sir. How was your Thanksgiving?
Good. We're a couple days removed from it. The stress is gone, but it was fun. I always like doing a big meal, but it's that hour before it's supposed to be ready, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you and half our listeners at least know how it's like when you're trying to plan food to come together at the same time. You got 5 different dishes and they all got to be done at 4. It's a little stressful when you're just the one guy doing it, because I refuse help.
Don't stay away. Just do the dishes.
Yeah, you see my kitchen. You know how small it is. But yeah, I'm good. I'm ready. Got to watch some football, 3 games on Thursday, and
3 really fun games.
They were really decent. Every single one of them.
Yeah, high scoring, back and forth. Could have been anybody's game. I almost got the upset with Detroit over Buffalo.
Right. I was close. You were close. But yeah, I mean, at no point could you really be like, well, this game's done, I'll go ahead and turn off, except for like the last minute. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were really fun.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so before we go into our Thursday games, let's get some news going real quick.
And news.
Who will the Patriots' #1 receiver be this weekend? My brothers are fantasy warriors. We share our knowledge with one another. Whatever my brother knows, I know. And all of their knowledge will be mine. I'm gonna crush you guys this week.
All right, news. This just in. Leonard Fournette is out, and the Bucs are calling up Giovanni Bernard.
Yeah. And it's weird because they just got rid of who didn't the Bucs just
they had Ronald Jones last year. They shipped over to Kansas City at the beginning of the year.
I was thinking of
I know Rashad White's been doing it over there for them.
No, I think I'm thinking of Eno moving. His recent move. I think I was confusing Eno with being over at the Bucs for some reason. It's the black and red, I guess.
Gotcha, the Eno and the Geo.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But anyways, that could be pretty solid flex. Maybe I've always liked Giovanni Bernard. He's a really fun player.
Yeah, I think I had him for a little bit over on the Bengals. You know, I mean, he's a solid play.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm glad he's back off practice team, ready to rock it out.
Do we know if he's owned in our league? I want to say Raul has him or has had him.
I'm not sure. I can look right now.
Because Raul doesn't have Leonard Fournette, right? Is that a Chris Alex grab?
No, Giovanni's still out there. It's his 9th year in the league. He's 31. He's still on the waiver wire. Projected 2.35 points.
Well, that was that's probably hasn't been updated, obviously.
Yeah. Well, he's been on the practice team, so I don't.
Right.
So, but we'll see. Oh no, he's off IR. I thought he was on the practice team for some reason.
Oh, he was on IR.
Yes, that's my bad. Yeah. Either way, it's really something to monitor. Okay.
Gaskell's got Fournette, so there's that.
So there may be some moves coming up. We might see something happen.
Yeah, but
at 2:00 this morning.
I don't really think Gaskell. He has Kenneth Walker in, and he's got Pacheco in.
2 rookies.
Two rookies. Right. I don't know if I need to try to box out for Gio Bernard.
No, I don't see him as a starter in most of ours. Maybe Johnny's team. He could find some way to pick him up off the waiver wire. So
nice.
Yeah, you never know. Speaking of Johnny's team, Jamar Chase is officially, well, I wouldn't say doubtful. He's still questionable, a game time decision, but there are the sleeper alerts out there saying that that he is actually doubtful, probably not going to play.
The D word has been used.
Yes. So. Thank God I did not want to go up against that. Helps me because I'm facing Johnny this week.
I mean, anytime you hear game time decision, you're like, well, that sucks.
Well, let's take him out.
Right. I mean,
he might be hurt. He might be on a snap count,
Right. Exactly. So, well, what are you going to do? Right. Good for you. I'm assuming he'll be back next week. No questions asked, which is a bummer for me because I'm the one who has to go against Johnny and Chase.
Oh, man, it's a gauntlet getting into these playoffs, man. I'm still stressed out. And I got some issues. I don't know who I'm going to play. There's people I want to play. I have a recommended lineup in, but I don't know. there's a couple wide receivers on my bench that I might want to give a shot.
Right. Don't always trust that recommendation for that.
Right.
Yeah. You got to tinker.
Absolutely. Yeah, I will be. I will be tinkering up until game time tomorrow. Some notable questionables. Josh Jacobs questionable.
Yeah. Out of nowhere, right?
Yeah. Debo Samuel questionable.
Okay. Yeah.
And Isaiah Likely out. So
he is likely out. So.
Yes, Isaiah Likely is likely out. Well, he is officially out.
Officially
it,
out.
It was officially likely. I love it. That's fantastic. So, anyways, that's our news to go halfway through. This has been a weird week because we split our podcast into two casts.
We're skipping some sections on this one.
Right. So we're gonna go straight into our Thursday game review.
Yeah, talk about some of the Thanksgiving football we got to watch.
Yeah, why don't you start us off there, fella?
Well, I'm going to start us off by saying that of our picks, I got 100% on Thanksgiving. But that is because we chose 2 out of the 3 same teams. Right. It was this Buffalo Lions game that you thought the Lions were going to come away with it.
Oh, and they were. It was another come from behind victory for Buffalo, and then they missed the tie kick. A wide left. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, well, there's another kicker fired.
Oh, yeah.
So that's happened a lot this year.
Yeah.
People getting fired for missing kicks. People getting fired for fumbling too much. It's competitive football out there, and owners are saying, "Fuck that shit."
Yeah. Well, you don't have to tell Bears fans how much missing field goals can cost you a season. Because we watched it happen 3 times in a game in a playoff game.
Yeah.
Against the Vikings, I want to say.
Was that the notorious double doink? Is that what that was?
Yeah. Was it the Vikings or the Ravens? I can't remember now.
More purple colored teams for you.
Something. Yeah. That's there you go.
Yep.
And it's funny, my wife brought it up. She's like, if for a guy who's color deficient, you should depend on color a lot when talking about football. Like, I don't know.
That's that. That's weird. That's just the way it is. That's how the old brain works.
Yeah. But yeah, good Buffalo Detroit game. Buffalo came away with a win. I mean, decent day for Josh Allen, 33 points, 24 out of 42. You would like to see a little bit more completions than that, but I mean, 42 times for 253 and 2 touchdowns. Yeah. And ran a touchdown in. So kind of back to his form.
Yeah, 33 is definitely his projection. So he hit his projection.
Yeah. Another guy that was on the Bills and who Raul also owns, although I don't know if he started Isaiah McKenzie.
I don't think so. I think he's a bench warmer.
Gotcha. Well, on his bench with 19.3, he had a 6 out of 10 receptions for 96 yards and a touchdown. So not too bad for him. And then Stephon Diggs did what Stephon Diggs does, 17.7, 77 yards and a touchdown for Johnny, who obviously was starting Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, and he wasn't doing anything until later in the game. I think that was the last touchdown that was scored in the game. And I was like, oh great, here we go. Mm-hmm. He got it. He got. I thought I was gonna get away with it, but Stephon Diggs showed up. Of course he did. When they're throwing the ball 42 times, there's
you get chances.
A lot of mouths to feed over there.
Right.
Buffalo Bills scoring 20 points on their defense as well. Yeah,
for the defense.
Yeah, but Detroit, man, dude, I'm so close, so close. But it was a great showing. They're looking good. They're scoring points on tough teams. They're just getting outscored every week.
Right. Scoring their points has never been their issue this year, except for the 1 week they got. Did they get shut out 1 week? I think they got shut out 1 week
against New England, I believe.
That sounds right. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, they can score. I mean, they got people on their team to do it. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Jameson Williams coming back soon. But anyways, Jared Goff scoring 21.35 of his 21.85. He had 23 of 37 completions, or 23 completions out of 37 attempts.
Mm-hmm.
240 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 sacks. The run game, it's been Jamal Williams over there in Detroit. He's still leading with 18 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown, scoring 10.6 points. DeAndre Swift only getting 8 points. What's going on over there, you think?
He's sliding down. I was noticing that too. I mean, thankfully, Melvin owns both of them, right? But
Right.
yeah, it kind of makes you wonder, like, what is going on with Swift, and is Williams is it a last half a season kind of deal that they're doing, or
Well, I think, yeah, I think Swift got hurt and he just hasn't fully recovered, but they
Mhm.
still can't not use him. I mean, he's a dynamic weapon that
Right,
was their leading rusher the past 2 or 3 years. I can't remember.
right.
I think
But then
it's two
again,
years. This is his third year. Yeah.
yeah. But now you are on a team that is 4-7, who's in a division with the Vikings, who are now whatever in two they
Yeah.
are.
9-2, something like
Is
that.
that how many games they played? Yeah. So it's kind of one of those things. I mean, take it easy the rest of the season. I mean, try to win your games, but maybe not
That right. That doesn't seem like the Dan Campbell way. He wants to go out there and still get wins,
for
still
sure.
put together winning drives. But at
For
least they
sure.
know what they need to focus on this offseason, and that's their defense.
And yeah, exactly. That's an easy one.
So
Very
yeah,
easy
it's not
one.
have to get something in every single place. You can really focus it on your draft picks, on
Right.
defense, making trades and moves. Amon-Ra St. Brown
Mm.
had a heck of a day, scoring 23 points. He had one carry for 7 yards, 9 out of 10, almost a perfect day for receptions for 122
Mhm.
yards and a touchdown. That's some good stuff, man. That's some good football.
Yeah, 23 at a receiver. That'll win you games.
Yep. And he's
And
good.
I forget who Mile High is even going against this week. He is going against Melvin. So that's
Fun matchup there.
yeah, it's a decent start to his day because Mile High had both Jared Goff, again, who underprojected, like you said, just a little bit, but he had that Goff St. Brown connection. So yeah, he had a pretty solid Thursday game from them.
Heck yeah. All right, moving on. What's the next game?
We got I'm sorry, Giants and Cowboys.
Giants, Cowboys, and we picked the Cowboys to win.
Yes, we did.
We sure did. Fun game. Yeah, I really wanted the Giants to win just because I just wanted them to.
Yeah.
That's Dallas. That's,
Yeah,
but they're
for
both
sure.
really good teams. Dallas won 28-20. Dak Prescott doing it over there. Only missing 9 of his attempts. He completed 21 out of 30 for 261 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and 2
Yeah.
carries for 4 yards. He scored a modest 22 points out of 26.
Yeah.
Zeke Elliott, still splitting touches with Tony Pollard,
Right.
but was the better fantasy player this week.
Yeah.
He scored 16 to Tony Pollard's 7. Ezekiel Elliott having 16 carries for 92 yards, a touchdown, and Tony Pollard having 18 carries for 60 yards. So yeah, Elliott, the more efficient running back this week.
Just for the touchdown. Had
Yeah.
it been Pollard's touchdown, it'd have been, 14 to 10. But
Right.
yeah, it's Tony Pollard's he's a fun running back to watch. The more I've been kind of paying attention to him, because obviously I had to go against him last week, and
Yeah,
then-
you were forced to pay attention to him last week
yeah.
when he went off. When he went off.
Right. But yeah, he's a solid guy to have.
Oh yeah. CeeDee Lamb, 2 carries for 11 yards, eating into those carries, but it had 6 of 11 receptions for 106 yards.
Mm-hmm.
No touchdown there. They didn't need it out of him, but those all went to, it seems, the tight ends. So
Yeah.
Dalton Schultz killing it with 19.10, having 4 for 4 receptions, 31 yards, and 2 TDs. Did Dan play Dalton Schultz?
Terrible time to have that guy on the bench.
Ooh,
He-
you answered my question.
He started Pat Freiermuth instead because he has the Jawan Johnson, the New Orleans tight end, because
Yes.
he had his really good week a couple weeks ago, or I think he had an okay week last week maybe, but I think, like you were saying, it's good that Kyle Pitts, kind of went not good, but in a sense that as far as making a decision for a fantasy point of view,
Right.
these are still human beings. Hey, now you don't have to think about Pitts or Schultz, just start Schultz. And then I saw him plug in Freiermuth. I was like, okay. Is it because they were going against the Giants defense? I wonder, is that why he did it? I have no idea, but
I don't know. I would have absolutely played Schultz. I mean, the Dallas is a dynamic throwing team, and
Yeah.
he's one of their main weapons behind CeeDee Lamb. He's probably their number 2 receiver
yeah.
as a tight end.
Let's
yeah,
hope that decision does not cost him a win this week against Beetle.
it could. Beetle can
I-
score points too.
I said it 3 weeks ago. Beetle's gonna be the guy to watch out for. Who starts kicking our asses out of playoff spots.
I know he's doing that last year too. Ugh. Because he also last year he started 0-4 and then came back with a vengeance and finished better than me. Like I think even made the
Yeah.
playoffs. Like
Yeah.
when I started 4-0, I was like king of the world on week
Yeah.
5, and
Hell
then
yeah.
a huge a huge slide, just like what Johnny's going through, and
Oh.
hopefully continues to go through.
Oh.
Good luck this week, bud. But I need this win.
Yeah, you
I need
do.
this win.
Yeah.
I need a chance in playoffs. You had your chance last year. You
In all
can
fairness to Johnny, though, you were only on a 3-game losing streak, whereas Johnny is on a 4-game losing streak.
right. We're both streaking, and one of us is going to keep on streaking.
One of them's not putting his dig away.
Yeah, that's just the way it is.
Oh boy.
Some big notables for the Giants. Saquon Barkley, 11 carries, 39 yards, touchdown. He had 4 out of 6 receptions for 13 yards. Daniel Jones, not quite
Ugh.
living up to his standard of 20 points foreseen. He only got 18 out of 7, 18.77 out
But
of
you
20.
did not start Daniel Jones.
No, I was not playing him against the Dallas defense that has just been really bad to opposing quarterbacks. There was an app I was looking at that was being like, "Hey, put him in, put him in. He's gonna be
Yeah.
great," and I'm just like, "No, he's not.
No, you're wrong.
No." I think they played Dallas earlier in the year and he scored like 14 points. So I'm like,
That makes
I
sense.
I could probably play a wide receiver in place of him.
Right.
We'll see. Hopefully, Rusty Bilson has a
Woo.
great week against Pittsburgh. I believe they're playing.
We'll
I
see.
could be wrong,
We'll
but
see.
he's due for one. And then Kyler Murray hopefully will play, but
Yeah.
is supposed to. It's not on the injury report,
Okay.
but could still have some hamstring.
No Colt McCoy
issues.
this week.
No, I don't think so. We'll see. If so, I'll play him.
You have Colt McCoy.
Yes,
You did pick him up. Okay.
had to. Had to.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think for the guys you said, I mean, Ronnie James or Richie James, I'm sorry. He scored over 10 with 41 yards and a touchdown on 5 out of 6 receptions. But other than that, besides the kicker, not even the defense scored over 10 points.
Right. Yeah. So a modest showing overall. Still coming up with 20 points
Still
against the
7-4.
Dallas D's. Still 7-4. Still a team to watch out for.
Mm-hmm.
They just got to get rolling, and they got to get rolling on the back of Saquon Barkley to be able to really help out Daniel Jones in that pass game.
And they need the receivers a little bit more healthy too.
Right. They lost Wandale Robinson.
Yep. Kadarius Toney, I want to say, was
Yeah.
another one that they
Well,
lost.
he got traded to
Oh, that's right.
Kansas City.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. And Kenny Galladay has been dealing with some injury issues.
For years. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Yeah.
his injuries linger for that long for some reason.
Yeah, for
What
sure.
are those doctors in New York doing?
Yeah, Michael flashes Michael Thomas. She's got the same bug.
Oh no. Michael Thomas syndrome. Just always losing toes.
Oh, boy.
Losing toes in the turf. Anyways, let's move right along to Minnesota, New England.
Yeah.
Another fun game to watch. Really
Mhm.
close. One touchdown away. Minnesota winning 33 to New England's 26. Some notables for Minnesota. Kirk Cousins showing up after
Yeah.
his negative 1.8 week last week. He has
Right.
come back to overproject with 29.36 points.
Good on him. Started
Yeah.
from the bottom. Now he's here.
I don't see it's astonishing to me the game that Minnesota played the week prior. Just getting destroyed. The television networks switching from those games, them getting
Right.
benched.
Right.
I mean, a team with Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook, TJ Hawkinson. I mean, Kirk Cousins has no reason not to be able to
Right.
move the football and score more than negative
Yeah.
points.
I like what you just said. The team getting benched. Is that what you're referencing? Just the network switching off the game?
Well, yeah, they got benched, and then their starters got benched. Essentially,
I thought you
think
meant-
I thought they did, but
I thght you meant
Seemed
them
that
as a
way.
team. Just
Yeah,
the
they
whole
got
game
benched.
got benched as
They
far as
benched the
network's
game.
concerned. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. No, you couldn't find the game anywhere.
That's
It would
hilarious.
say it's the game on
Yeah.
the cable box, but it
Right.
absolutely wasn't. It was the Cincinnati game. But
That's
yes,
so
Kirk
good.
Cousins having a day. Kene
Kiki?
Nugwanwu, Kene.
Kenny? Oh yeah, Keeney maybe. I don't know.
Yes. Had a heck of a day. but that's for his player kick returns.
It's the craziest thing in the world when you look at this the score, with all the players, and it's got his name 26.6 out of a projected 2.12, and then just no other information, just
No
blank.
stats. It's
Nothing.
just blank.
Hey, he did it.
Yes, he had a special teams return touchdown and 166 kick return yards.
That's
And
crazy.
That's where he's getting his points from. So
That and that's not even a record being broke as far as return yards in a game from
No.
receiver from I guess you're a receiver at that point. You're receiving a
well, he's still a running back,
punt.
but he is doing the kick return duties. No, I don't think that is a record. I think over 200. There's got to be a record in there somewhere. There's got to be, a Duvernay or
a Cordell Patterson
or Patterson
or a Hester maybe in his heyday.
yeah, exactly.
For sure.
doing
Crazy,
that
but
work.
obviously you can't be mad that he's sitting on your bench. You couldn't expect that. I mean, it's the
No.
first time he's done. It's the first time he's done that. Considering it's his second year. I mean, I haven't gone back and see if he scored 24 points off of only or 26 points off of only receiving yards for kickoffs and punts, but
No, so yeah, he's averaging some points, but it was that big touchdown that really got him over the hump there to 26 points because he is the third string behind Dalvin Cook and Alexander Madison.
right. We probably will see him on the bench warmers of the week next week.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can see that just for that reason. And you can't kick yourself. You're right because
No.
you just can't predict those things.
No. Beto should still get a win either way.
Hopefully, we'll see. Dalvin Cook only scoring 7.6 points, even though he had 22 carries for 42 yards and 4 out of 5 receptions for 14 yards. I mean, that's a 27 potential touches. The score I feel doesn't really represent that. Of course, he was held scoreless,
Right.
which he'll do that.
Well, and still 22 carries and only getting 42 yards. That's Patriots run defense right there. That's what that is. I mean, you're getting what? 4 yards per carry, not even less than 4. I mean, that's what you want.
Not
2
even yards. You're getting 2 yards. You get 2 yards per carry.
And I'm trying to be an accountant. Jesus, Christmas.
Well, we'll color code it for you next time. So you'll get it done.
The 20s are in blue, the 30s are in red.
Yep, gotcha. Got you, bud.
Right.
Some other notables for Minnesota: Justin Jefferson, of course, going off 9 for 11 receptions, 139s, a touchdown, and 1 completion for 11 yards.
Crazy.
Doing a little bit of everything over there.
Yeah,
got to do it to beat Bill Belichick.
Yeah, no kidding, and that's how you do it.
Adam Thielen showing up, 9 out of 10 receptions, 61 yards, and a touchdown on my bench.
Well, since Jefferson's been taken over, he's been a hard play.
Yes. With Jefferson and TJ Hawkinson over there now, there's just Thielen is a hard one to guess. But
right.
I did try to trade him. No one picked him up.
Well, he hasn't scored over 10 points since week 6. And before that, it was 11, 15, 7, and 5.
Yeah, but he's still a better option than some of these scrubs on other players' teams. But
100%. It's just you can't beat yourself up, like you said, for leaving 16 points on your bench when it's Adam Thielen this year.
Yeah, that's tough. So we'll see. Other than that, TJ Hawkinson, 5 out of 6 for 43 yards and his first touchdown as a Viking.
Yeah.
Scoring 15.3 points.
In your lineup?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I think you said definitely last week. You said he's definitely going in my lineup the next
every week.
Okay.
Every week. He is in every week unless Njoku goes off, and Njoku I'll probably put in as a flex rather than my tight end. So
Sure. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sure.
For New England, Mac Jones had a pretty okay day. 28 out of 39 for 382 and 2 touchdowns and 2 completions over 40.
Yeah, that's going to be the QB of the bench warmers, I think, because he is on Johnny's taxi squad.
Oh, he's a TS player still.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. That's a nice stash.
Thanks.
A nice New England quarterback that's starting to do some work. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ramondre Stevenson, my guy. He ended up getting 17.7 towards the end of the game. He wasn't really doing a whole lot. Right to the end there. 7 carries for 36 yards, but then it comes off those 9 out of 10 receptions for 76 yards. He caught one of those plus 40 from Mac Jones receptions.
Yeah,
So
that's big right there. 10
without a
targets.
touchdown,
That's huge.
he gets 17-7.
Yeah.
And yeah. I was starting to get nervous because Damian Harris was starting the game
Right.
doing work, but then I think he got injured because he's now questionable.
Yes.
Oh, I think he might have got injured that game. Seen on crutches after Thursday's game. He got a thigh injury. So again, it's making me nervous him coming up because he is a good running back, Damian Harris. And I'm just trying to keep this.
He is a really good running back.
Yes.
Ramondre Stevenson, through Damon Harris's injuries, has just been sneaking in a little more and a little more. And he's proving that he can handle the workload, even though that's not Belichick's way.
Right.
He's never been a workhorse running back kind of guy.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. It's always been hard to play running backs in New England, which I'm actually surprised myself. I'm actually being able to have a consistent New England running back starter every week.
Yeah. And that's due to, injuries, but Stevenson is almost a must start in my book on a weekly basis as a flex or, anything, especially if he's going to be receiving 10 targets through the air.
Right.
And there's, that's 5 points right there.
Right. And granted, game script kind of called for it. It was a tough game against the Vikings, but
it's filling into the James White role.
Right, exactly. And I was trying to think of the other running back from New England that was one of the guys that you could probably start at least in a flex position, maybe not your main running back, but yeah, James White was that other guy.
Yep. Retired this year, I believe.
That's right. Yep, he sure did. I remember us talking about it in one of our news episodes. Besides that, Nelson Aguilar had a pretty solid day, 6 out of 8 receptions for 65 yards and a touchdown, all on the waiver wire. He is not owned in our league.
Wow.
Yeah.
That could change.
It could change.
I know I've looked at him, but it's still between Devontae Parker and Jacoby Myers, Kendrick Bourne. I mean, how do you know which one's going to be Aguilar? Who's going to be the one over there?
Yeah,
it's flopped at New England for us. Now it's like we can't trust which wide receiver, but we're going to be able to trust their running back.
Well, it's funny because one of the sound clips we use for the news is who's the Patriots' number 1 wide receiver going to be this week, because that comes from an era where you wouldn't know obviously Gronk was your number 1 for a while, but then of all of your other wide receivers, who is it going to be?
Randy Moss.
Well, okay, but post Randy Moss era.
Gotcha.
All right. Yeah. Jesus Christmas. Yeah,
no, I got you. Absolutely. Yeah. 4 big name receivers that are splitting the work over there at New England. And it could be it's anybody's week to week.
Yeah. And Devontae Parker had 12 points without a touchdown. That's off of 4 out of 4 receptions, 80 yards, and one of those receptions was over 40. So you throw a touchdown on that. And that's it's even better. Jacoby Myers, I think, got injured that game again, Thursday's game again, because he is questionable. He got 7.7, 3 out of 4 receptions and 62 yards. So yeah, a lot of things going on. And then Hunter Henry, the tight end, 15.3. 63 yards and a touchdown, 3 out of 5 receptions.
That's great. I think it was 2 years ago that New England picked up Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, 2 excellent tight ends. And I thought I would have put my money on Jonnu Smith emerging as the number 1 over there, but apparently it's Hunter Henry, which is fine. So I wonder.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I wonder if Jonnu is going to get traded at some point. Let's see.
Were they on the Titans?
Jonnu Smith was on the Titans.
Was Hunter Henry not on the Titans?
I thought Hunter Henry was a Charger.
Oh, that sounds right.
Yes, he was a Charger.
Yeah, San Diego and then LA.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was great over there. Really put in. And Jonnu Smith he just had an up and down history, but he had a fantastic season the year he got traded in 2020.
Ah, okay.
I think he turned out the number 10 tight end of the league. So,
oh, nice. Right on. So yeah, those are the Thursday games. We are gonna have to take a mini break because we're running out of time on the Zoom, and we'll just start a new meeting and run through our picks.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you the one that's picking as we go?
Yes.
Good.
If you're all set, I can bust those out real quick.
In 6 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm not all set, but go right ahead and start off because I'm picking mine right now.
Okay, go for it.
Nice and fast and easy. Heck yeah.
I'm
Yeah, so we're starting at Tampa Bay and Cleveland should be.
Gotcha. Let me pull up the old scripts that you
Oh
sent
yeah.
me. That's what it's on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Apparently not. Did I lose it? Did I delete it?
Oh no.
Oh no.
If you want, I could just talk you through them.
Yes, go for it.
Okay, so because I'm already over halfway done, so I'm good. Sunday, starting at noon, let's go Tampa Bay at Cleveland.
Cleveland's been looking great, but I still think they're trying to figure stuff out a little bit. They're gonna have Deshaun Watson back after
Hmm.
this week.
Is that after
It's
this
not.
week?
It's the week 13 against Houston.
Okay.
But I think Tampa Bay is going to take this one.
Ooh, I think Cleveland's gonna take this one.
Fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, like you said, Cleveland's been looking good. If this is the last game for Brissett, I would imagine he wants to go out with a bang. I assume he's going to try to do anything he can. Granted, they're at 3-7, so their season again is kind of done. But
Yeah. They
I
lost a
think-
couple close games, but they've looked good all year, to be
Yeah.
honest.
yeah, I think it's gonna be Cleveland's game because
Heck
it's
yeah.
a home game, and yeah. Let's go to Cincinnati at Tennessee.
Oh, fun. Two okay team. I'm going to go Tennessee. Tennessee at
Wow.
home over Cincinnati.
I mean,
Yes, sir.
Tennessee's been great. Tennessee's been great.
They have been great. On a good defense. Their offense is just barely getting it done, but yeah.
Sure. Okay. Well, I'm going Cincinnati. I'm taking Joe Burrow, even though he doesn't have Jamar Chase. I'm taking Cincy.
Okay.
Next up, we got Houston at Miami.
Oh man, I want to say upset so bad, but it's going to be Miami's game.
Yeah, you're right. It's Miami's game.
Yeah.
Moving on, let's go Chicago at New York Jets.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Mhm.
Jets going to be playing with a new quarterback because they benched what's his face. But so
Right, Mike White is going to be.
Is Fields still injured?
Oh yeah, and I don't know if he's playing or not.
All right, well we'll go with the Jets then.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking him too, because even if Fields is playing, he shouldn't be playing. He shouldn't be playing. So
Right.
that's my issue. Let's go Atlanta at Washington.
Oh, Washington's got this. They're on a tear, man.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. I like your heads at, but I think Atlanta's got it.
Cool. Yeah, they're playing. Washington's playing great football right now.
So is Atlanta though. So
They're playing okay football.
oh,
Not Washington, good football. Would you take Atlanta over the Eagles at any time?
No.
But guess who
okay.
did beat the Eagles? Washington.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
This guy. So okay, you're taking Washington. I'm taking Atlanta. Let's go Denver at Carolina.
Denver. Let's get it.
Yeah, I like Rusty Bilson in this one.
Yeah.
I'm taking Denver.
Yes, let's do it.
Next we have Baltimore at Jacksonville.
Oh, Baltimore.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson's healthy. He's ready to go.
Yeah. And they're coming off a bye, right? I can't
Think
remember.
so.
Yeah.
Nope, they played Carolina last week and won against Carolina.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be Baltimore's games. Jacksonville's going to keep it close, though.
Yeah,
It's going to be a real close game.
Yeah. So we're both taking Baltimore. On to the afternoon games. Chargers at Arizona.
Oh, shoot. That's I like to say a tie. They're going to draw.
Go to week 1 Houston Indy tie, or what
Yeah.
was it week? Was that Houston Indy?
No, that's a really tough one. Arizona's not been looking the best though, and neither have the Chargers though. So I'm gonna go Chargers though.
Yeah, me too. Keenan Allen's back. I think he's kind of finding his way the last couple weeks. So yeah, I think Chargers are going to take it. Let's go Las Vegas at Seattle.
Seattle.
I'm calling Vegas for the upset.
You're so silly for the upset.
Well,
Vegas for the upset.
Well,
no,
I wouldn't say it's upset, but-
Tyler Lockett's gonna have like 6 touchdowns and all of them over 40 yards.
because you're playing Tyler Lockett.
Yes.
Yeah, biased. It's biases, man.
absolutely.
You gotta let him go when making these decisions.
Can't do it.
I know. I can't not pick Cincinnati.
Right.
All right. So you're picking Seattle. I'm picking the Raiders. Next up, let's do Rams at Kansas City. Rams versus Chiefs.
Kansas City.
Yeah, that's easy.
The Rams are on a losing streak, or well, they're not really, but they're not. It's
No.
not their year.
The season's done.
Yeah.
We have less than a minute. Let's knock this out. New Orleans at San Francisco.
Oh, San Francisco, man.
Easy for
Easy.
me too. I would want to
Ugh.
pick New Orleans, but San Francisco's been on a tear.
Yes, they were looking too good.
Sunday night game, Green Bay at Philadelphia.
Oh, Philly's going to take this one. Green Bay has a chance to implode every game this year for some reason. So,
Yep, and I think this game's no different. I'm also taking Philadelphia. And last but not least, Monday night, Pittsburgh at Indianapolis.
let's go, Indy.
I'm with you this time, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Indy's
Hey,
got it.
all right. Thank you, sir. Hey, guys, have a great, safe Sunday. Enjoy fantasy football. And for everything, this is your Commission the Dish, Anna Bullock. I'll see you later.
Kissing cousins. See you next week.